Cool. I believe so. Oh, yeah. That's a bad pitch.
It's finally time for football as we're underway in Super Bowl 56. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And he's been sensational all season long, but he saved his best work for the playoffs, leading his guys to the AFC Championship a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, this is going to suck because we can see each other's play.
Play a near perfect 4 quarters of football to get his guys
Neither
to the
did I,
line.
so good.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Nobody home for that.
For him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion,
oh yeah, I got an Xbox player on the mode. Oh yeah, you be whooping me on the Xbox.
And that nearly an interception on his opening drive.
You be whooping me on the Xbox. Now let's see if you can whoop me on the PS4.
They've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question.
Fuck that fat bitch. We don't talk about her.
Do they play coverage on this down?
Going deep for Diggs. And unable to connect. Incomplete.
No, sir.
They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
No, sir.
And Matt Hawk is on to punt. And Deontay Spencer deep for the Broncos. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line.
Well, yeah, you definitely did not kick that.
They'll be taken out by the product of the University of Louisville, the talented Teddy Bridgewater.
And he's been sensational all season
the
long,
talented
but he saved
Teddy
his best
Bridgewater.
work for the playoffs, leading his guys to the AFC Championship a couple of weeks ago. And now he knows what lies ahead. He's going to need to play a near-perfect 4 quarters of football to get his guys to the finish line.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete,
I was gonna kick.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially
yes, they
no
did.
gains.
Yes, they did.
Still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Von Miller was a good. Maybe in a minute, dude.
Now Bridgewater. He'll let this go deep for Sutton.
Oh!
Team, and it's intercepted.
Micah Hyde.
Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take
Micah Hyde.
at their own 47-yard
Micah
line.
Hyde with the
That was just one of those
interception.
interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not.
I'm so used to playing Xbox, bro.
He's trying to get used to a PS4 controller right now.
Shut up, asshole. Shut up. Dickhead.
What?
That's not my fault.
You can let him out.
I'm an Xbox person more than a PlayStation. I've always been.
Controls are different.
Totally different, I see.
I said I might get smoked once you seen that. I done already thrown one interception. That may not be my first.
Hey, where's the other quarter? Oh, there it is. It was all shoved all the way in the middle.
Lay down.
Lay down, big good boy.
Lay down.
Hey, babe, put him right here. She lays right down.
No.
Good boy, lay down. I'm gonna go ahead.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's
down goes Saunders. Yeah, I know. I'm waiting. Though. I mean, if he does, he does.
So now
but
second
play,
and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Allen. And the Broncos
sack, baby.
Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket.
Got a Super Bowl with both teams.
Because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because
you got to pass it fast on the
RPO.
RPO.
They read their keys and play it correctly. Sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Same way on the Xbox. If you do it, you got to make sure you can read it to either run it or make that quick pass.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside.
Don't worry, I'm not as good as cooking either. You know what I'm saying? Wait till a field goal, bro.
Offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater.
God dang it!
Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds.
So did not want to do that. No, I didn't hit the right pass.
Not the first quarter that he was hoping
like
for.
A dumbass. I had an open man right behind you. Where I was trying to go.
Right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there.
No.
The defensive backs on the field and coming up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him. That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off
Killing
for
me
big
with that
chunks of yardage,
Stephon
as shown
Diggs,
by that
Josh
last
Allen
play.
connection.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To the air, Allen. The Sanders has got it, complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Bills. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Bills are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Point after try forthcoming. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
You got the field goal.
So that drive goes
And now let's see if you can get the kick right.
culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. To return it, here's Deontay Spencer. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Does it? See, I'll have to.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT.
God dang it.
The Bills get to it. Gregory Rousseau. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
They're not starting Bridgewater. Denver's not starting Bridgewater. They got Russell Wilson.
On 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Bridgewater. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll take this
Damn,
one
I didn't even get to my hole that was on that side.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater flush to his right. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I dare you.
Throwing, Bridgewater.
God dang it again!
Here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
A bunch,
because
that shouldn't be happening.
He's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try to get him back on track.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Allen. And once again, this is Sanders.
Why the hell was he just
and
standing
inside
there?
the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Allen to throw once more. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
But we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. The left side caught by Diggs. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
On 1st down.
Yo. I got you.
Bro. Get off my wife's mask, you fucking bitch. Get off. Get off. All this. Here, take this. No, not getting that, fool. That's what he does if he don't get his way. If he don't get his way, that's what he does to me. Here. Take that. No. Yeah, take this. Here, take this. Give me this. Take this. Yeah, take your bone. Special ed. That's what he does to me, man. All the time.
He straight fucking said, I'm gonna bite your ass then,
He
bitch.
bites the leg, he bites the pant, and just shrugs on it.
On 1st down, Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down, Bridgewater. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Gordon pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. And for
God dang it!
tonight, it's an interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Looking for Sanders here on the deep.
Why the fuck was he just standing there?
And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play here.
Oh my God, dude.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Yep.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
Yeah, he's got it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Throwing now is Allen. This is caught. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Third and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. A final shot before half for Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary.
Fucking way. It's not that, dude.
Early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Somehow with my defense, whatever guy I'm on, unless I don't know how to switch the guy out.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. On the return is Spencer. So it's halftime here on Sports Grit. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated. Ready to go for the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. They will start at the 25 as Spencer elects not to return this.
Lock it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there for Denver.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Locke. Open man, and again it's Sutton.
Nice
And
shuffle on the
inside
defense.
20 before he's brought down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked
I
like
picked
a
that
different
one up
team
that
here in
time.
the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that they're very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they're not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Here's 2nd and 10. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance at any attempt.
Oh, I'm
going to
miss it.
contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
And this one is no good.
I'm going to miss it.
And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones
I thought he was.
It's not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10 here in the 3rd quarter of Super Bowl 56. Now Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Now Allen again. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And he takes this one down almost all the way into the 30. A big gain there for the Bills.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magical elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Allen's throw is complete, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. On the handoff, it's Singletary, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
No, you're good, bro. I didn't even see that shit even. See where it popped up. Popped up right.
This is
Ooh. He pushed it up and then grabbed it.
That would be how it was done.
Lock, the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Lock. Now Lock, he lost the football to Town.
Damn, and then I fumbled because I wanted to run it. That was stupid of me. That was stupid of me.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job one, paramount. Because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy. Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Oh, I was almost gone. Oh, I was almost gone. I did not got to me, buddy.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis,
And
symptomatic
the
of the
defensive
success
end
of
from
this
the Titans.
broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
God dang it!
Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
Here we go.
Things just kind of continuing to unravel for him here in the second half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way. But in this case, they turned the ball over.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
2nd and 7. From the gun, Allen. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it'll be 3rd down. One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Allen. And Diggs has it. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
I can't
so signs of life in what's been a dormant
get
offense in the
past
second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Locke's throw taken in by Sutton. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield. for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target. Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his...
Oh my God! I can't believe you missed that. Oh my God!
The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bills are going to get the football back.
That was the touchdown pass right there.
To start their next drive. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead, 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10. Going deep for Diggs. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Caden Stearns. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
7 yards, the pickup there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Oh, we really ain't got a bad schedule, bro.
No, we don't.
The only
Ready?
we have to worry about is the Rams.
Ready?
Yep.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 35, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Is actually going to throw it here. And that'll be incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. back to throw again. He hits Beasley right side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. So Allen's going to look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. And he'll be taken down, as that'll net him only about a gain of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Lock to throw. Finding Sutton. Oh, and now some space to operate. Get it down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One final try for Locke. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. And these Bills make the 90s. I think you look back.